Hello everyone, it's Chala. Welcome back to Crafting Through the Chaos of Life. We are here for Margaret Miller Monday as well as Junk Journal January, Day 22 bookshelf. So I've kind of had a silly day. I was doing a little bit of cleaning up in my craft room, which I desperately need to take some time to reorganize in here. I'll do that when Junk Journal January is over, when I have more time. But yeah, I was putting my little Tim Holtz people away from yesterday, and I have them in a little Ziploc bag, or like in a zipper bag, and I was putting them in there, and I'm like, go to zip it up. I'm like, oh, should probably leave it open a little bit so they can get some air. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, obviously very silly day today. Anyways, I thought that was funny, and I had to share with someone because I'm ridiculous. So for today's Margaret Miller Monday, we are on week 4. And our prompt words are something related to a religious or secular holiday. And Valentine's Day is coming up, so I just noticed that I had this ribbon kind of laying here, so I thought I would use that. Some ledger paper, which I've already glued down to my page, and there's something really cool I want to tell you about this in a second. A game piece or puzzle piece, so I actually have 2. My dearest friend Rosanna gave me these Scrabble tiles, and I managed to find the words that spell love, which would go great with this. And then also for a game piece or puzzle piece, I have these 2 cards. So they are, you play games with them, but they also are going to work for a pair of something, a pair of twos, love, I thought that was cute. And then we have something you find in your garage. So I found this washer in our garage. I literally went out there and I rummaged around. Hopefully my husband doesn't need it for anything. If he does, you'll have to come get it out of my journal. And then a bonus is a zigzag pattern. So I attached this little piece of fabric that I've been hanging around on my desk. I sewed it on kind of in a zigzag. There's a tiny little zigzag there. But to also bring that zigzag in a little more, I cut this prompt with my zigzag, or my, what are they called? I can't think of the name of them, but the zigzag scissors. And then I also stitched a zigzag on here as well. What are those called? Pinking shears. Yes, there they are. Okay, so I'm just going to ink this up. So those are all the words. I think we've got everything. So we've got secular, yep, game piece, something you find in a garage, a pair of something, and zigzag. Yep, we've got everything. Okay. So now to figure out how we're going to lay this all out. And I had pre-prepared this because I kind of want to leave more room for our challenge word at the end. So before I get too far ahead though, I did want to share something fun with you. I've been kind of, I have this tear ruler. It's a set of 3, and I usually just use this one. The other ones, I'm not really wild about the tear that they give. I don't know why. I mean, that one's pretty big, right? And then that's pretty big as well. There's another one in here somewhere. I don't know where it went, but I'm not overly wild with it. So I was like, should I get myself a new one? No. Can I make myself one? Yes. And then I thought, well, what happens, because I usually tear it like this. So you've got your flat side, you've got your ruler facing up, right, in its normal way. And then you put it down and you tear. Now, that's a pretty good tear, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But it was getting a little bit boring. I'm like, it's a little bit simple. So I decided to turn my ruler around. I turned it upside down, and it gave me a completely different rip, which I quite like. I like that kind of jaggedy rip that it gives, right? So there's a little hint for you guys. If you're getting bored with your current tear rulers, turn them upside down. And then, yeah, that's how it gave me this kind of really cool grunged rip. I love it. Yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd share that with you guys as well. Okay, so let's get working on our layout for this collage. I do need to ink these up because they are just a bit too white and shiny for me. I'll just give them a little bit of distressing. And I chose the 2 red cards just to kind of tie in the red of the ribbon. And I think I'll have the heart on top to tie in the hearts as well. So how do we want to do this? We could have that peeking out like that. Could have that and then the word love going down it. And somehow we've got to put this on. This doesn't seem enough, does it? Something's missing. But what? Don't know. I mean, that could go on as a belly band. But I don't want to spend too much time humming and hawing because I want to get to our other project as well. Okay, I think I'm going to just put this across here. Hopefully that's kind of the right amount I need. Does it matter which way it goes up? No, it doesn't. Okay. So let's just glue that down. Fabri-Tac, where did you go? There you are. Yeah, I really need to do some reorganizing. I think I'm almost to the point where I have to take everything out of this room and start from scratch. I really want to wait to do that until we're getting the basement actually finished, so when I can get the electricians in here and then we can get the drywall on the walls. But I think that's going to be a while before we can get that done. Okay. So glue that down. And this, I honestly think I just want it stapled. I think I just want it stapled right here. Maybe like that. Super. Yeah, I like that. Okay. What else? Let's actually look in our antiquarian sticker book, which I'm not sure I can reach right now with I'm tethered with my coffee out of the way so I don't spill it. There we go. Is that going to give me enough room? No, I'm going to unclip myself for 1 second. Okay. Whew. There we go. Let's see if there's anything in here that might work. That was from last time. So, something for a religious or secular holiday. We can, maybe there's more hearts or something in here. Sorry, let's go through it together on camera here. Not seeing anything. I mean, these are all gorgeous, but they're not what I need. Religious or secular holiday, or zigzag, or something found in a garage. Those are all things that we could potentially put on here. I don't know. Not seeing anything off the hop here. Nope, those are not going to work. I mean, we find bugs in the garage. Does that count? Could use a bug. Oh, that's gorgeous. The skulls of my dead enemies again. Oh, a game piece. There's dice. We could add that. Let's take that off. Okay. Put that up there. I'm just gonna, there's a glob of my Fabri-Tac here. I'm just going to use that to help stick that down. Maybe we'll have that there. Okay, what else? Really just kind of need to fill up that page a little more. Didn't think I'd have as much room as I do have. Try and flip through a little faster here. Sorry, guys. So we've got lots of game piece items. I think there'd be like something automotive related in here, because a car is in a garage, right? You'd find a car in a garage. Or even, there's nothing, I'm not seeing anything holiday related either. Isn't that interesting? I hate spiders. I was going to put a spider on there. Something you find in a garage, spider. Gosh, might have to go with a bug. Okay, if I go with a bug, if I'm going to go with a bug, it's going to be the ant. Yeah, I can't put a spider on my page, can I? I could, but do I want to? I think I'll go with the ant instead. Yeah, I'm a little happier with the ant. It doesn't creep me out as much. I don't know what it is about spiders, but it's like they got too many eyes and legs for me. Okay, look, this is glooping out again. Let's put the lid on so we don't have that problem. And we'll put you, little ant, right about here. Do I have you upside down? I don't know which way you go. I think you go that way. You're going to go that way. But you're curling up on the edges, and I don't like that. There. Okay, so now we need to... I think that's good. I don't think there's anything else we're really going to find in here. Okay, let's go with that. And so that, then we'll glue this down right here. I was going to put it on as a pocket, but I'm just going to glue it right down. But before I do that, I have to glue these little guys down. So I want them to stick like... Oops, did I put that on the wrong side? Let's do it this way. Maybe like that. And then glue them down. Put them right in the middle. And then we'll put this right over top, like this. Okay, now we need to glue our little letters on. Do we need to ink these up? Is this where I've really gotten to in life, that I need to ink up Scrabble pieces? Yes, I guess so. This is definitely going to add some bulk to my page, but that's okay. It will be worth it. And they're from my good friend Rosanna, and I just love her. So love is a perfect word to use for these. Maybe I want them to go up there. Yep, I like that. It was covering up too much of the hearts for me to have it on the ribbon. Oh, I like it. Yay. And then maybe we need some washi tape. Oh, maybe I just need to throw everything around. My light's going everywhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we had a little malfunction at the junction there. Hopefully that didn't screw things up too badly. Washi tape. You know, I could use some of my Alice in Wonderland washi tape because it does have playing cards on it as well, which I think would be cute. So I need to cut, it's got Jack Queen. Yeah, let's just do that. Have that going right about here. I'm gonna have to use my art glitter glue for this, just because of the fabric or that lace. There we go. That's kind of a fun page. All right, so we've got everything. We've got game pieces, lots of game pieces, something of the secular holiday. We've got ledger paper behind, a pair of something, a pair of cards. And then bonus is a zigzag, which we've got the zigzag here, and then the zigzag stitching there. All right, so that is Margaret Miller, week 4 in the books. Look at that. Love it. It's kind of a funny page, but yeah, awesome. Definitely chunked out my journal nicely, so yay for that. All right, let me just pause and do some quick cleanup, and then I'll come back for the rest of our Junk Journal January challenge. Okay, so for the prompt word bookshelf, I kind of struggled with this. I hummed and hawed and I looked around and I'm like, well, I could pull things off of my bookshelf to use. And then I realized bookshelf. What's the number one thing that you see with bookshelves is your spines, right? And we want those spines of those books to look pretty. So I thought we would make some little things like this. This one was gifted to me, but little spine dangles so that our journals looked pretty on the bookshelf. So that's kind of how I'm tying that word in. I'm not sure if I'm taking liberties with that or not, but so yeah, this is just my diary journal that I work on, and it was sitting there, and oh, my camera's all wonky. So it just sits there like this, looking all pretty, right, on the bookshelf. So I think we're going to make some of those. So I have here some ribbon crimps. These I just got off of Amazon, I think. Now look at this, we've got a little ready-made ephemera piece. Oh, my camera's just crapping out on me, I think, here. I'm gonna stop this and restart it and see if that works. Sorry guys, 1 second. Okay, hope this is going to be better. I'm not sure if my camera's or my computer's running out of memory or what's going on, why it's all janky like that, but sorry about that. Yeah, look at this cute little ready piece made of ephemera. Look at that. I'm going to toss that aside. Okay, then I also have these little lobster claw clips and rings. Again, I got those off of, I think I got them off of Amazon as well. And the colors, you know, pretty much match up nicely with these ribbon crimps. So I've got our ribbon crimps. We need some tools. So I've got my needle nose pliers, these little round ones. I don't know, is that better? I don't know what these ones are called. They're just the round ones. And yeah, 2 sets of needle nose pliers, so that will help us crimp everything together. And then we need some ribbon. And I have here, I have a specific tote for bee stuff, for my bee journals. So let's go ahead and make maybe one for a bee journal. I'm gonna just pull out some of these trims. So trim or ribbon, you can use embroidery thread, you know, just mix up the textures and stuff. Let's use some of this. And this stuff is pretty thick, but I do love it. Maybe we want a little piece of that in there as well. Why not? Okay, how's that looking? That's looking pretty good. All right, let's go with that. Put this down. And then what we need to do is just kind of measure out. So our average book spine is usually about 8 to 9 inches high, right? So we want maybe about 8 inches so that when we fold it, it's not going to hang too low. So I think I'm going to measure out 8 inches. Because I want to fold it. Now this one that I showed you didn't have a ribbon crimp. It's just got the lobster claw on it. And so this person just kind of fed it around a ring and then tied it with this little bow to keep it together, like this little tassel. But I think I'm going to ribbon crimp mine since I have them. So about 8 inches. And hopefully it'll work. I don't know. I don't make very many of these. I probably should. I have all the goods to make them, obviously. About there. I mean, you don't necessarily want them all the same height either, but I'm going to start with this 8 inches and I can trim them up if I need to for the different lengths. It's kind of nerve-wracking to cut this stuff up, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh, worried about messing it up. I don't know why. Do I have this stuff already? Yes, I do. Okay. Is this going to be enough? I think I might second guess this and not have the full amount. I'm just going to use half or thereabouts because it's too thick to fold over, and if you fold it over, you're going to see that backing, and I don't necessarily want to see that. So we'll just put that over there for now. So we have this. You can have this around it. Put that on. That's actually going to string these all together here somewhat. And then I'll fold them over this. And that'll give us a funky little ribbon. And I think I'm going to use this big one, the gold one. So I'm going to use my reverse tweezers to hold, come on, just to hold it together so that I can get it crimped in there. Yeah, it's going to be nice and thick. Okay, did I get you all in there? This is kind of finicky, but it's going to be worth it, trust me. My fingers aren't working here. Get in there. There we go. And I'm just going to open this up just a bit more if I can. Okay, and then I am going to also add, Craft-A-Lanch. I'm going to add some Fabri-Tac just for extra security. Come on. There we go. And then shove those pieces in there. It works probably a bit easier if you're using just like the ends, but I folded it over. So it's adding a little bit extra bulk that I need to try and just get in there, which I think I have succeeded. That Fabri-Tac is helping me in gripping the ribbons just a bit, or the trims. And then we're just going to clamp it down. If you're worried about it leaving marks or grooves, just take a used baby wipe or a piece of cloth, put it over top, and then crimp. That'll stop or help stop any of the impressions of the teeth of the little needle nose pliers, if you're worried about that. Oh, did I get you in there? Yeah, I did. Okay. So there we go, it's all crimped in there. I'll give it one more little squeeze just for extra goodness. That's in there. That's a cute little piece. I like that. Okay, now what we need to do is find our little claw, and we're going to stick with the gold and our little jump ring. Okay. Whew, and this is where things get a little dicey in my world. To be able to see. Yeah, we got that, and we're just going to put the jump ring on through there. Woo, success. Where's our little lobster claw? Put our little lobster claw on there. And then we are going to secure it back together. Where's the end? There it is. This is very tiddly work. Sorry, I know it's might not be able to see, but I just slowly opened the ring and then closed it back together. Pull it towards you. You don't ever want to pull the ring open like that. You want to pull it towards you like this and back. That'll keep the nice circular shape. Otherwise, you're going to distort your ring. Okay, there's our first one. How cute is that? Oh, I love it. It's going to go great on the back of a journal, and it's just going to jazz it up. Just clip it on. I love it. I think it's cute. In fact, I think I want to turn my little lobster claw around though, because the way I have it, it's going to go hang the way so that you see the back of that ribbon, and I don't want that, so I'll just turn it. See how easy it was to fix that? Look at that. And then now it'll hang properly. I love it. It's so adorable. Okay, so we've got one done. Let's do another one. And what do we want to use? Oh, just looking through some ribbons and stuff here. Got some of these. Got some of these. I got lots of stuff that we can play with, my goodness. So let's do some pink. Pink is always fun to play with. And then this one, maybe we'll just do, I'm not going to double it up this time because I want to make kind of a smaller one. We're just going to, ooh, my tummy's growling. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Like this. Oh, we have some motivation. What's our motivation? Our motivation is find a heart that will love you at your worst and arms that will hold you at your weakest. Oh, I love that. Feels like love is in the air today with our theme here, right? We got a motivational quote with love on it. Where's the end of this, guys? Ugh. And then we had our little word love in our ribbon in our Margaret Miller challenge. I also have some red heart stuff that we could make a little tassel as well. Okay. I don't know where the end of this one is. There we go. Is that it? Yes. Whew. Now I've got like a mess of ribbons going on. That's okay. We will clean it up after. You have to get messy to be creative, I think. Or at least I do anyways. And then I want some of this one. Oh, this feels good to use up some of these ribbons too. They've been sitting in here for Lord knows how long. There we go. And we need a crimp. I feel like silver for this one. Yes, that's going to work perfectly. So then I'll just, on this one, I'm just going to layer them up. And maybe that one there. And this one here. Yeah, I think that looks pretty. So you can glue this if you want, but since it's not folded over like the first one was, just cut that off just so they're all straight. I don't think we need to, well, I'm going to put glue in here though. I am going to do that. But yeah, if you wanted, you could glue the ends of these together first. I think this will be okay. Get it in there, and my little pliers. You are going to get all gluey, just so you know. Your hands will get gluey. Just making sure everything's in there. And that glue just, it'll peel off, or you can take a little wet wipe and clean that off. Okay, now for our little lobster claw. We want a silver one. Let's get our little jump ring. Got a couple stuck together here. I can guarantee you I will never get those apart. They're just so small. Okay. Yeah, these ones are super tiny. The idea was to get them in the container shell and not just drop them all over the table again. And a lobster claw. Okay. on this little guy. And I'm using my round ones just to find the end, which I think is there. Just gently pull towards me. I don't know if you can see that. Is that going to focus? Okay, so I've just opened it up slightly. You can kind of see right there that I've opened it. It's not focusing very well. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. And that just slips in, and then I need to be mindful. Do I need to be mindful? A little bit. I want my lobster claw to go on this way. Yes. And then you just might need help on this end. Just twist it back together. There we go. Look at that, we've got another one made. Not really wild about this little bit hanging out, so I'm going to just trim that. Trim that as well. There, so cute. We've got two made. I mean, that was really simple. I think we might be at time. I don't know because I had to stop and restart it. But so this is kind of my take on Junk Journal January day 22 bookshelf. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It's kind of my take to make your bookshelves, your everything look pretty on your bookshelves with the spines, is to make these cute little dangles. So what did we get done today? Oh, I've got Margaret Miller up here, so let's bring her back down and take a look just to recap what we did today. We have week 4. This was our layout. So much fun. And then we made these cute little tassels for Junk Journal January. All right, well, I thank you all so very much for hanging out with me today and spending your precious time with me. And we will see you tomorrow for our day 23, which is texture. Ooh, that one's going to be fun. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. And P.S. I love you.